Well, well, well. Here we are for another day of Satisfactory. Let's jump right in. So last time was really exciting. I'm hoping that we can have a little more excitement today as well. That would be amazing. So we got turbo fuel, the making of turbo fuel completely set up, and all of that jazz. Amazing stuff. Mm, we might wanna check up on some things because we're running low on turbo fuel ourselves. But we're making the turbo fuel, but we are not making too much use of it at the moment. Um, right now it's just sitting in the pipes, essentially. It is going into this single fuel generator, but we will need 15 of these, not just one. So that will be a big part of the task today. We set up methods for the polymer resin also. So that's being used now to make rubber and plastic. And any excess overflows into the sink, which is very nice. One thing I probably want to do immediately is to pick up more packaged turbo fuel, because I can see that I am running low. We will take care of this crash at some point in the future. I don't know when. So let's go up and see. We can see there is a lot of turbo fuel being backed up here. And yeah, it's on the original packaged fuel belt. We might wanna at some point empty out the packaged fuel. Okay, good. Now we have 63 of them. So the very first task of today will be to set up these fuel generators. Should be fairly straightforward. So we would essentially need 15 of those. So what does that mean? That means either let's do a nice even number like this. 14. So but 14 is such an annoying number to work with. What else could we do? Because it doesn't easily go into any round numbers, as we can see. So I guess it could be fine. So let's say we put one here, for example. Let's try to line it up like this. This is too much because then it starts clipping. Okay, the pipeline should easily be able to go in there. So we would say, oh, now I'm out of encased beams. Wow. Let's put 14 on here so we can tell what we'll need. We'll need a lot more motors also. Okay, well, I think in that case we just go back. These are still being kept full or being filled up. I don't like that this is going through the ground, but it doesn't need to, right? don't even need this power pole. Okay. Good. So let's head back to base. I think that's the first thing we have to do. And pick up all the things that we'll need. And then we'll see from there. But turbo fuel is exciting. We'll be able to have so much more power. And we're flying so much more easily with the jetpack also. This is filling up fairly quickly. Let's pick up even more of it. Of the turbo fuel. We'll need it, so... and I think when we go back, we kind of empty out the packaged fuel container. So that this is not backed up. And that we can actually have the turbo fuel back at base. That just makes sense. So, we'll need a lot of resources, but we definitely have those resources, so we'll be fine. We can add one rod, okay. We don't have space for you. Not for you either. The rubber can go in. The wire can go in. Okay. Good. We might also think about manufacturing some SAM fluctuators today. That might be a good idea. Because it appears that we'll need quite a few of those. Okay, and then, yeah, I don't know, we'll see from there. Some general factory expansions probably, all around. Okay, so I will want to empty out. Oh god, this is so tall. Let's just sink it. And that'll be it. I'm lagging quite a bit right now for some reason. It is a Mark IV belt. It's as fast as it gets, but it's still slow. That is a bit annoying. I should have had a big container for it, but it's fine. Okay. We'll just have that amount for now, I guess. Is this being used for anything? Not really anymore. It has sloops. It's draining okay fast, I guess, but definitely not as fast as I would have wanted it. Let's add the rest to a container for now. We have a lot of concrete, a lot of sheets, but we might need all of those, so. Okay, the rest of these. The game is not running very well for me right now. I don't know what's going on. I might have to adjust some settings. I'll quickly check my task manager if there could be anything running in the background that's taking up a lot of resources. I don't think there should be. I try my best to limit the things that are going on in the background while streaming. Okay. There's a lot of CPU from, or GPU from OBS also, but that's to be expected. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. It's just very, very laggy. Maybe I go in and change a bit of video settings. We're already on medium, but my computer is not the best in the world, so I think we might wanna do performance downscaling at this point. Post-processing can go low. If they had ambient occlusion, I don't think they do. Unlimited max frame rate, I mean, that's fine. It's not gonna change much. Anything else? Light quality is fine. Yeah, I think I want the view distance at least to keep at medium. Conveyors, it's fine. VFX, such as smoke, we can remove a bit, or default, it can be near for foliage load. Anti-aliasing we'll keep, because I think that's important. Far shadow trace distance. Near. Low. And I want to keep the texture quality at least at medium. Okay. I don't have the GPU for frame generation, so that's not a possibility. We can change the render distance for the belts. Item frequency. Okay. This setting affects CPU. Interesting. Vehicle path render distance. We can also say near for that. Anything else may have performance impact on some. Global illumination is often a big factor, so we can also change that. Oh, it's even more laggy. The game looks so much worse now. It didn't even make a massive difference. Okay, I want to keep global illumination on at least, because I think the game just looks too bad without it. Medium. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. I feel like we have some hard drives somewhere hiding. Hard drives. We have 10. This turbo fuel we can also take and use. Good. It feels like there are no shadows going on anywhere now. That is definitely not what I want. Is it just the shadow quality? Yeah, it is. So let's keep that at a medium at least. Okay. We can now sync more of you. Good. Let's see if the turbo fuel is already here. It is not. It'll be a while of the regular fuel, probably. The performance problems could maybe also be due to the rain, maybe. Okay. Let's add some more rubber also. Encased industrial beams are here. Okay. Quite a few of those. And then motors, they are here. We are slightly running out of those. We will have to set up good automation of the motors, I think. Okay, let's get up to our highway. This fuel, it just keeps going. Where is the turbo fuel? Will we have a full box of regular fuel just on these belts alone? There is a chance of that. I hope not. Yeah, I wonder why the game is so laggy today. It's not usually this bad. Here it is. That's the turbo fuel coming through. Nice. Okay. And it stays quite laggy. If only I had a streaming PC so not everything was running through one. That's probably part of the reason why the game is struggling to run. Okay, we're here. Now, we probably want to move this one back at least one space. To maybe not. Okay, I have an idea for the setup, I think. Yeah. Okay. It might be a strange one. It's not gonna be pretty. That's something that you just have to get used to with me. I cannot make things pretty. Okay, good. So we have you here. Then we'll build 4 out. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we will need some more foundation here. And I want a soup. Okay. That's fine. We will take you. Good. And then on this side, we will skip the first one. Okay. And we will place it like so. 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay, so then what we'll do is we will make a regular junction here. No, a T-junction. Here, like so. I think this should work. And then also a T-junction here. Then a regular junction in between all of these. Good. Not this one though. that is gonna be a T-junction because you will not continue from here. Good. Okay, so that's the basic setup with these. Then we will continue this. Let's see. And welcome to anyone jumping in and watching along. I appreciate it. Then what we'll do on this side is, and this might be a little strange. Okay, we'll do it like so. But yeah, it'll just be how we do it here. Okay. Then we do, let's just line it up with this one here. Like that. Good, that looks fine. 2, 3, 4. Nice. And then at the end here we will have the final one, which is gonna be 15th one. Okay. Good. And yeah. So power, oh, that's the wrong thing. Here we will have you aligned like so. Nice, you can even go closer like this. So that should be 15 total. Good. Then we will simply set up the junctions and whatever else. The T-junction goes like perfect. You're straight on this middle part here. Good. And then how do we do here? We just put you here. It's fine. And then we do regular junctions here. And here. And finally here. No, that's the T. Okay, good. There we go. Then we just need the pipelines. Okay. Let's also put it on straight mode immediately before I forget and have to deal with issues. Okay, good. So all of those are connected now. Then we just send you straight. You cannot reach. I expected that much. What are you even doing? Okay, fine. That works. We'll just remove this. Why is it... Hello? Acting a little strange, but it's fine. Good. And then finally we'll send you through here. Here. Nice. There we go. I like it. There's a lot of open space here, but still. Hello, Garden Elf. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. Welcome, welcome. It would be nice if we didn't have all of this open space. I also don't really like these pipelines going like parallel like this, but either way, it's fine. It's all good. How have you been doing? But this is looking good. Still, I like it. We're taking up so much more space than we used to, but it's amazing looking. I like it a lot. Just a little sad with this open space here, but otherwise I like it. Okay, then we have to shard them all up and fully overclock. Okay, and then we just need to hook them up to power, and then it's all running smoothly, probably, hopefully, maybe if I'm lucky. Okay. We just keep going. This is a bit tedious. It's just how it is sometimes. I didn't mean to fall. Okay, wait. Yes. Good. I wonder how much capacity we will have from this. But likely a whole bunch. That's for sure. Okay. All fine, good. I'm happy to hear. How has work been treating you? Busy? Okay, nice. You watch my streams just on silent mode? I appreciate it, that's nice of you. Even on silent, it's all good. I'm doing well, doing well. Finally turning on these loud machines. And then, well, we'll see. We'll see. So, oh, this capacity. 11,000, almost 12,000 from this. Incredible stuff. I advanced a lot. I did. I mean, to be fair, most of the previous sessions, the last 2 sessions, were just working on turbo fuel, right? So I've progressed a lot in terms of turbo fuel, but not in terms of the game, I would say. Each game is getting more interesting by the stream. I'm happy to hear. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. So this is looking amazing now. This graph. This is also quite flat, surprisingly flat, actually. Yeah, Diablo 2 is also going super well. I've been lucky in that sense that there have been a few people in there that are experienced with the game and can guide me through, because that's especially one game where if you don't do something right, you're gonna be stuck and it might be impossible to progress. That's one of the things where actually you kind of need a guide to be able to make it to the end of the game, which is crazy to think that existed. But yeah, amazing stuff. I really like it. I really like it. So yeah. Now that was the major part of this. I knew it wasn't gonna take long, but I'm trying to think about what to do next. What would make sense to do next. We gotta also keep an eye on the capacity just for the future. To make sure that nothing stops running at some point for whatever reason. I think the reason why it stopped running previously was simply that our boxes were full back at base. Wow, those fuel canisters gave me a lot of coupons. That's very nice. So one thing I want to look at in particular is actually motors. Let's get down here where it's not as loud. So assembler. Let's see, motor. Yeah, they need stators which require steel parts. Okay. I was thinking about a way to automate the motors, because we probably want to do that at this point. We also want to build the alien power augmenter, I think. Yeah, the SAM fluctuator should be our first priority, I think, for today, or rather after this turbo fuel stuff. I'm curious how much turbo fuel we have built up already, so we can also check on that. The game is running significantly better now also. But yeah, I had been thinking that you had been in the stream, Garden Elf, because I know that you're Polish, but for whatever reason in the analytics, I can tell that the view is from Bulgaria, and well, I still have views from Bulgaria every stream, so I don't know why it would say Bulgaria for you, but yeah, either way, I know that that is you most of the time, if not all the time at least, when I see that, so. So I thought that you had been in, that you just haven't been chatting. And that is all good as well. It's a second-hand phone? Yeah, maybe it's originally Bulgarian then. I know from my girlfriend at least that phones are kind of locked to the location that they were bought, so it could make sense like that. This is a strange setup. Yeah, it could be the reason. For example, my girlfriend is not able to download some Danish apps that she might need, so yeah, it definitely can happen like that, I think. Okay, let's add some turbo fuel. Never thought about the origin of it. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Let's see. So, SAM fluctuators. We might. Yes, I am quite sure actually. I am almost 100% sure that your views count as Bulgarian on Twitch. So yes. I might even be able to show it because I get a lot of views from you directly. Where do you check that on the phone? That I cannot say at all. I don't know, to be honest. that is something that you might have to check out yourself. But I know I get many views from Bulgaria, right? That's like my main location, and I think that's just because you are active, and then maybe you're locking your phone at some point and then reopening the stream, and then like all of that stuff, and that counts as a view every time that you do that. So I can see that you are actually dominating the charts in my analytics through that. Yeah, no problem, no problem. It is quite intriguing. I wonder. Let's see. So I have. If I go back to like earlier streams, I think it would make more sense. Maybe I don't have this information on the computer. I do. Yeah, so let me see if I can do this even. Let's do a window capture. Sure. And yeah, we can go here. So here you can see the analytics. Right, so as you can see, Bulgaria here is 45%. And again, I think that's from you locking and unlocking your phone throughout the day and stream and so on. And every time you unlock it onto the stream, it kind of counts as a view. So, hello Rob, hello, nice to see you. You will eat lunch now. Kinda cringe though. Maybe, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. What will you have for lunch this time? And oh, I clicked some weird thing. Yeah, so Rob, I was just talking about Garden Elf, how somehow, even though they're Polish, the view counts as Bulgarian, and we're trying to figure out how that works, and maybe it's because the phone is secondhand and so on and so forth. It's quite interesting. Glad you could catch me today. That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. So we actually, you just missed it, but we set up fuel generators with the turbo fuel now. So our capacity is massive at this point, which is incredible. And then we are also routing the turbo fuel back to base. As you can see, it's coming through. And now we're thinking about automating some SAM fluctuators, because we'll want to make use of that for dimensional depots and among other things. You also mentioned that the alien power augmenter would be nice to walk around with. I'm thinking I'm just gonna place it in base though. That's gonna be it. Let's also just get rid of these. I wonder if I have anything in this box. I do. I guess I could do a little bit of DNA capsules. I'm fine with that for a little bit. DNA capsules, nice. And yeah, then we'll just sync those as soon as possible. We synced a lot of packaged fuel, and now we also have quite a few coupons sitting and waiting. tempted to find more sloops to make one for my grid and one to carry around for crash sites. Yeah. Yeah, it's super expensive on sloops. And they're like the best thing in this game, I feel like. Okay, let's see the sand fluctuators. I don't like how everything starts requiring steel. So I might want to set up a new steel factory for things that I won't store in base. Because I do need the steel here also. As you can see, I'm going through a lot of these, for example. Thankfully not stators. It's only 106 on the maps. That is so few. Way less than I expected, because in that case I am pretty close to having grabbed like almost 50% of all that is available. Which is quite interesting. Yeah, I wonder how many spheres I have grabbed. 85 also. And I used a few for upgrades here. Pure copper ingot. Nice. I don't know if it's nice, to be honest. I mean, of course, probably better, right, than the original recipe. Coated iron plate. I did indeed find a lot of spheres. Aluminum beam. That sounds very interesting. Okay. While we look through these, let's do a hard drive scan. So maybe I want to consider if there are any good recipes for what I could need. I really don't need copper for anything. Crystal computer is also quite intriguing. This is silica, right? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. You can actually upgrade... Yeah. You can actually upgrade things significantly. The production rate of certain items. Automated speed wiring. Automated miner. Recycled plastic. Fuel and rubber. That's also an interesting one. Silica is from quartz, yeah. Or from aluminum. Okay, interesting. Plastic AI limiter. That fine concrete is what you'll be using tonight. Yes. You'll be on tonight? That's good. I might come by then. It could also be good to look to these like space elevator parts. The rigger motor. Still gonna require the stator and rotor either way. Molded steel pipe. Also still requires steel. Okay. Encased industrial pipe. Yeah, so that's steel pipes instead of beams, I see. Okay. Well, it's interesting stuff. I won't say there's anything that will help me significantly with motor stuff. I guess there wasn't a better stator. No. There is a steel rotor. I think that might be a good idea to look at. Okay. But still interesting stuff. Are there things that I can research here? I could finish this tree quite easily. The spawn we don't need. Alien power matrix. I'll want to get probably all of these upgrades if I can, right? Of course, I think that'll take most, if not all, of my Mercer spheres. And that kind of sucks. Okay. Well, I'm getting a bit distracted with a ton of things. Let's also take these power shards. Indian DNA capsules goes in. Oh, they're producing so many coupons. Nice. Let's take this down. Okay. I wonder if this is gonna break a connection somewhere. We'll see. Good. Then we have some decent space here. You've never maxed them before. Interesting. I feel like they're just too good to not max out. But I also understand that yeah, it can be a bit, maybe be a bit wasteful. I wonder where all the sulfur that I once had is. I'm pretty certain I took quite a bit. Turbo motor. Okay. I probably have some in here. Yeah, I do. Let's at least make the extra hand slot. I think that's good. Your friend and you maxed the upload speed once, but it's expensive to do. It definitely is expensive. How is multiplayer in Satisfactory? I haven't tried it out. Okay, let's look at sulfur, right? Yeah. Can also do smokeless powder, explosive rebar. Maybe that's what we do first. Nice. I like that idea. Going for the rifle. I think we should definitely do that. Because I'm struggling against certain enemies. Rocket fuel is also interesting. Okay. Let us also do the hover pack milestone. Do we have the sheets? We have some in here. Then we definitely do. Nice. So we should be able to finish this then. I think that's a good one. Yes. Indeed. And we could just straight up use it immediately. I think it's a very good choice. Motors is what I'm looking for. Oh god. But this is why I need to automate the motors. Computer and heavy modular frames, which we should both have a decent amount of at this point. Oh, a lot of them even. Nice. We don't need to take that many. let's also add some things to the cloud. What about computer? We have a few in here. Circuit boards, we also have a few. But let's add a few more. Okay. Motors also go in. No, they cannot. Okay. Rods can go. Good. Let us try to get this up and running. I'm excited about it. Okay. Here we are.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Indeed. Okay. The hover pack, and we can instantly make it incredible stuff. Oh, yes. This is exciting. I've never used it, so I don't know how it works. We'll find out. Okay. So, from my understanding, it takes from the grid. So no fuel, just power. And we can see the max consumption going slightly up. But the current consumption doesn't look significantly affected. So it seems like it's quite cheap. Oh, this is so nice. Oh. We see it tapping from here. Yeah, but it really doesn't look to affect the graph a ton. Nice. This is indeed fun. Wow. So, there doesn't seem to be much I can do with it, which is fine. Slow fall, hold space bar after losing connection mid-air. Nice. Double tap C while hovering. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yes. Consumes 100 megawatts all the time. 100 is not even that bad when I have 12,000 to work with. It's like a tiny part of my whole power grid. That's very nice. Pure aluminum ingot. Heavy oil residue. Okay. And a pure aluminum ingot. So that means that I don't have to do the complicated setup, I guess, for aluminum. I don't know how complicated that complicated setup is, but either way, I don't like the idea of my first experience with something not being like the basic vanilla way, right? So I feel like I want to do yeah, I just want to do it normally, at least at first, and then I'll see what I might be able to do with alternative recipes. I just think it makes the most sense to do it that way.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Nice. So Then we should make smokeless powder in the refinery. Is that the only place I can make it? Heavy oil residue. Yeah, I just think that at least it makes sense to do it the way that the developers intended at first, right? And then look to optimizing it at a later point. But yeah, I could imagine so. So we have this guy already back. Is there anything exciting we could make? A hazmat suit is useful, especially for the inventory slots. I think we can easily make what's necessary for it. Is it coal? Interesting. That's not something that I would expect going into a gas filter. Okay. We have some fabric. Yeah, I think it makes sense to go for this one. I like the idea of just having it out of the way and maybe even making it if possible. Okay. What can I put into the cloud now? I don't know. So we will. We also have plastic in here. Turbo motors can go in my cloud. Okay. These can also go in. You as well. Good. So the gas filters, we will need some biomass and yeah, just biomass. Okay. And they are probably being made in the equipment workshop then, not in here. I don't know exactly how much. I didn't really calculate that. So we could also make it from polymer resin, it looks like. We can even research these. Or the things that I just made interesting. Okay. Where was it? Oh, it was the gas filters, right? So these, can I not add them to a to-do list? Add to to-do list. Do I really have to click 50 times? Okay. So we'll need 100 fabric. And, oh, we can easily make that now. Okay, good. How's the day at work? Is it still quiet there? Pretty much every day, Rob? We should have some place to automate fabric, maybe. I don't know. Is it really that useful? these can be made in a manufacturer. Okay. Good. And then we can do the hazmat stuff.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a
yes.
truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
Okay. Thank you, Ada. Not forced at all. Okay. Good. We can now make the suit. Perfect. And how do we look in the suit? Yeah, you cannot even tell, I thought so. Nice. So then we should also look at the filters. They're straightforward, nice. Yeah, that's easy. We can do a lot of research right now also. I think it makes sense to do. Okay. We're running out of mycelia. Do we have some in here? We do not. But we could make it from remains also, which we have so much of. Thinking about it now, it might not have been a good idea to do it from mycelia, because that's required to make fabric. But it's fine. Yeah, we do that from alien protein. Okay, either way, we don't need to think about that right now. Do we have other remains? Doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing any. Okay. So let's make some gas filters. We'll need a few generally, so we'll build 20 and then 10 of those goes into the infused filters. And then I guess we'll be safe from radiation. Nice. So now we have to think about this. So we want smokeless powder, and we cannot just make that here. Okay. What about coal? Are we now out of coal in these boxes? I think so. What about in here? We have some in here. Let's see what we can make first. Alien megafauna. We cannot make this. I mean, we probably could if we set up what we need. Alien power matrix. The intricate condensed matter matrix is used to enhance the output of the alien power augmenter. Ooh, that's very nice. But I don't know what this is. A singularity cell. Okay. Caterium stuff. Homing rifle ammo. That sounds very useful. Okay. Sure, nothing interesting in there. We're now out of mycelia. Power slugs. We haven't unlocked the time crystal. Shadow rebar. Well, we are going away from rebar soon. A radar tower. Scanning for hard drives. Okay. I do think the rifle is just the way to go. Ionized fuel. Okay. This also seems very strong. I don't know about rocket fuel. So it is almost double turbo fuel, and I'm guessing turbo fuel goes into making that. And then this is like 1/3 times the rocket fuel. Okay. Interesting. Well, so there isn't really much to research right now. Let's just do hard drive then. I really want to make that rifle. I'm getting a bit distracted by that. But I do think that we should make it as soon as possible. So what we'll do is we will get the heavy oil residue recipe just to make our life easier. I know that there is an oil pool that we're not making use of at the moment by our oil place. So then we'll use some of this to make the smokeless powder. And yeah, then we'll see. I wonder, so I can get all the way up here, right? Without issue. Yes, but I am running out of power now, which is fine. But now I have some again. Okay. But yeah, I think it's faster, at least slide jumping the way there. But now if I'm holstered, I have these out all the time. Which, since I'm turning these into YouTube videos and like I'm taking screenshots as thumbnails pretty much, does make my life a little more difficult. Oh god. Well, I survived. Just barely, but I survived. Oh god. Please just leave me alone. We're healing up fast, so it's fine. Yeah, so that's the problem with the hover pack, I guess. You can easily get too cocky. And end up in a bad situation where you have to equip the jetpack. Okay. We survived and I got an achievement, so it was worth it. Definitely. And intentional, of course. I do wonder. I do have what I need for a refinery at least. And what about the oil extractor? I do. Okay, good. Yes, I have to just figure out switching between these. There isn't like a quick button that you could press to equip it. No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's see. So, oil. Here and here. There's a lot of oil in this area. Okay. Here. We're not gonna like care too much about how it looks and like foundations and all of that stuff because it's, I would say we'll make it a temporary setup. Okay. So it'll be fine. Let's just have like an ugly little setup. Okay. Just crude oil, 30 per minute. And this is an impure. Let's say we do it like that, and then we fully set you up for 75. Okay, so you just need to make 75. You can easily just sloop up. And then we will go into the refinery again, right? For a smokeless powder. There. So you will need 10 heavy oil residue per minute. And you're making so much more than that. This makes 20 per minute. Okay. Can I do something interesting instead that makes heavy oil residue? I mean, I could make plastic, but I think we'll quickly fill up with that anyway. Okay. Then we just don't need all of this. We simply just need 10. That means 7.5 from oil. This is 25. Let's say we make 2 of you. Okay. You make smokeless powder, and you make smokeless powder. Just fill you up. Okay. Good. It's a little slow on the ascent, I would say. Okay, let's grab a lot of coal here and a lot of sulfur. How is the fuel looking? It's now full. Nice. That's what we like to see. And how does that look underneath? I'm guessing these should now be backed up. Amazing. This is what we want to see. Good. I like it. Okay. Let's also actually check the graph now. The capacity is still keeping stable. That's a good sign. Okay. Good. Let's go back down. So we will also put an assembler down to make black powder. Lovely smooth power grid. Yeah, it's decently smooth, I would say. It's definitely decently smooth. Okay, we want to just have you like here. That should work. So yeah, it's gonna be an ugly setup, but really who cares when it's a temporary one anyway. Okay, good. We will need how much? 50, so times 2. 100 black powder per minute. Okay. This gets us to 90. Then we say 100. Like so. We will then have 2 boxes behind here. Of course, you're not going to be able to go directly in, that's fine. Logistics, Mark 4, works fine. Okay. You can have sulfur and you can have coal. Nice. Oh, we have a bit of spam that I have to take care of. Okay. Good. Then we will send this output over. Right here. That's fine. Good. Then we do a splitter here. Then a lift. Will you be connected like that? I think you might be. I hope so. Good. Amazing stuff. Then we do a pipeline to here. I wonder why I set it up here. That's fine though. So we will be making. We will need 50 per minute of oil. Sure. Okay. And then I believe that we'll just need power. Not connected. Okay. Can I do it the opposite way around? So do they have to be a certain height or what? That would be super annoying. Okay. Good. Let's just check. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going in. I guess that's why you only build on foundations, right? So that you don't have to deal with this stuff. Okay. Well, either way, I guess it doesn't matter that much. You will go out to a box. We'll just have one machine working on it then. It's really not that big of a deal. So let's just remove the splitter. won't be long at least anyway, so... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, either way, I think it'll be fine. So... Why is this flickering like that? It's very strange. It's like looking like it's living. Okay. I can hold control to place them build on top of that splitter to get the correct height. Or hold control while aiming at the belt. Yeah, I did hold control while aiming here. And that didn't seem to work. Either way, I really don't think it matters that much. I'm making 100 per minute. Okay. Let's do regular storage container. Cannot tell. I don't want the assembler. I want the belt. Yeah, I think it is just height related. So... Okay. This will be taking longer than I expected it to, so we should do it a little better so it can be faster. Okay. Something like that should work. Let's do a lift. Will it work? I don't think so. Surface is too uneven. It needs to be built on a surface. Okay. Then let's build foundation after the fact and see if that changes things. I should have built on foundation from the beginning. Yeah. Well, I only need to do it for this refinery, so... The other one should just work easily. Okay. I was just hoping that I didn't have to do this because it's like unnecessary detail, really. Oh, I'm building this the wrong way. Good. And then we send the rest through, like that. Okay, so now that should work at least. You're also connected with oil, good. Then smuggler's powder. Then we just need to power you on. Okay. Good. And now it should be working. We can do a merger here, I think. Like that. Okay. Can you aim at the catwalk at the side of the at the side of the to be able to lock it and nudge it down to the correct placement? Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's fine. It works. It's a temporary setup anyway, so it's making 120 per minute. We only need you to be making 50. Okay. Good. We can put you in also. Nice. Amazing stuff. Let's look at the MAM. The hard drive is done. Pure Caterium. Okay. And electrode circuit board. Sloops are great indeed. Even for temporary setups, they're just amazing. Okay. I worry about the motors that we'll have. Motor. We have a full inventory at least. A full cloud. Okay. Let's do a hard drive still. It is actually taking a lot longer than I would have expected for this. We can simply just put it all the way up, also just to fill up the machines. It doesn't really matter that much in terms of all of these machines, as long as they just work and do their thing. That's what matters. Okay. I don't need to consider the math. I don't need to work at full efficiency all the time. Also, fully overclocking and slooping isn't doing much for my max consumption. That's a good sign. Our capacity is just too high. Oh, this is looking good. We might need a bigger box, to be honest. Let's build a bigger box. Okay, good. It's so nice flying around also. It's very confusing. It's as if I'm like in creative mode or something, but it feels good. We should take some of this polymer resin for research purposes also. Surface is too uneven. Better with a torch? Probably. It's a strange place to put it. Let's put it a little closer. Cannot tell what's going on. So, could I can split like here. It's such a mess, but I just want this done if possible. So that's really what matters to me. Okay. Yes, like so. Logistics. I cannot even tell where anything is down here. This is probably the worst monstrosity that I've ever built in this game. But what matters is that it works. Yes, it is. I did turn on the flashlight. Oh. Good. Let's add some to the cloud. Okay. Good. We'll just keep this running for a while. Pick up a good amount of it and go back to base. We should be able to make it all the way up here, I think. Oh, maybe not. No, I don't think I could. In that case, we'll take the jetpack for the rest of the ride. Nice. Let's do something with this rifle situation. Indeed, indeed. It'll be so good. Much better than the rebar gun, I could imagine. I've never played with it before, so I don't know. I'll just find out when I get it. But it's super annoying with the flashlight that it turns off when you go into photo mode. And I do that quite a lot in this game. I am streaming after all, so I want to showcase a little better sometimes than if I was just playing alone. Okay, then we just go down from here to our motors. It's fourth from the last, I believe. Oh, we're very low on those. That's not nice to see. And you are probably maybe stuck. You are not stuck. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, we still have a bit of hard drive time left. It's a pet peeve of a lot of people, to be fair. I think Coffee Stain will fix it once they return from summer break. Yeah. Yeah, it's truly annoying. Especially because I'm also streaming. I'm not maybe always noticing that the flashlight is off, right? So, but it should be on pretty much all the time. Okay. So we also have control system development. Batteries. Primarily used as fuel for drones and vehicles. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think aluminum will be the next kind of thing that we do, except for setting up the sand fluctuators and among other things. Why? So now these controllers in the hand are hidden. Okay, so it's just when I run. Okay, then it's not such a big deal. Good. Holstered still keeps them away from the screen most of the time. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just want to wait for this one. We have all that we need at least, just missing the rubber. So we'll be good, but we are out of motors from this point on. Just a single stack left, pretty much. Okay. Anything else that we can do in the meantime? Nothing we can really add, it seems. Yeah, we can add these things, I guess. We're almost out of bombs also. We won't need rebar going forward. Do we have... We don't have any regular bombs on us. Okay. Hard drive finished. Let's see what it is. Steel frame. That could potentially be useful. Definitely look forward to my aluminum build. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a few streams before I get to that, but it's gonna be fun. Maybe. I don't know what to expect. Nice.
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
I am indeed. So I started the save back in 1.1, so everything is like default. We should do the turbo rifle ammo if possible, I think. We'll just make a bit here. I don't know how expensive they'll be, we'll see. But I like that idea. If they're easy enough to make. I should have more power shards than these also. I hope that I have them in some box somewhere. Okay. I just want to check because now I'm getting a bit paranoid. I wonder where that amount of power shards could have gone. Because I had like 600 of them. Yeah, this is the biofuel. Okay. Well, I'll probably find them someday. I know that I probably have some here. I do, but not that much. So, not that many, rather. That scares me a bit. Where like 600 of those could have gone. Casing. Okay. They probably would require aluminum casing to make, but I have some of that at least. Oh, inventory slots.
Turbo rifle ammo unlocked. The pioneer ammo of choice when obstacles are numerous and time is short. Panic and imminent death often negatively affect human accuracy, so this ammo meets the human experience with fixed efficiency.
We'll get the inventory slots immediately.
Pocket dimension inflated by utilizing numinous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot. Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Everything is possible according to Ada. $750 is the maximum we can make. At the cost of accuracy. But we don't necessarily need a ton of accuracy, so... Yeah, I am significantly worried about the situation about the power shards. Because I don't know where they could have gone. I might have to look back through my streams to check. Okay, good. Let's put the regular rifle ammo in our cloud. And let's... I didn't build the rifle yet. That could be an issue. No, it's not. Good. I was scared that it was gonna cost aluminum casing or something like that. Thankfully not. Okay. Nice. Amazing. Nothing happens if I right click. I kind of want to test it out. But I need to find a test subject. That's not you, maybe. Hopefully I can find one. I can only find the big guys. No, here is one. Okay. At least 2 shots, 3 shots, 5. So they're taking quite a lot of shots. 6 shots for the small guys. Okay, we need the jetpack at this point. I am out of turbo fuel in my inventory. Okay. Don't be shy. Let's take this slug while we are at it. Yeah, I'll try fully automatic mode and see how that goes. When I find something to hit. That's the thing. Ooh, a sphere. And guarded by something. Okay. Still taking a lot of shots. And shooting a lot slower than I expected. Oh, I didn't mean to take out the tool. Nice. Okay, good. Nice. There's another one. Oh, did I not get this guy? Or is this is another one, I think. Still being shy? Am I? Am I? Is there something else I can do with the weapon? Okay. So then we will also do another temporary setup. If you're sorted, you go here. That's annoying. Okay. Because we want some SAM fluctuators. Let's see. Anything else? I think we're good on this so far. I don't care so much about +1 hand slot, to be honest. Yeah, can it go even faster? I could test on this guy, but I don't want to. Okay, good. Slug can go in. The remains can go in also. Ammo. Okay, good. So now I have to reload you again, maybe? No, I don't. Amazing. SAM fluctuators. Let us see. So, manufacturer, they need reanimated SAM, wire, and steel pipe. Super easy. Good. Steel pipes are here. We'll just take quite a few. And wire is here. And we'll take even more. Good. Let's go to our SAM spot. Yeah, so this little dial on the bottom left is not saying how much power is on the hover pack, but rather how close I am to a power source. Which is nice. Okay. So let us build further from here. Why is it struggling so much? Okay. Good. I'm really struggling with building today. I don't know what's going on. Let's get rid of some trees. Can I get both of you in one bomb? I And nice. Okay, good. So manufacturer, we just put you lined up with that one. We don't need space, so we can put you close. Good. Organization. We then. Okay, let's put it a little nicer. Like this. Okay. Steel pipes and wire. Logistics. Amazing. We can now daisy chain. Good. And then we'll do SAM fluctuators. Nice. Let's sloop. And we can just go all the way up on overclocking. Organization. Nice. There we go. So now we'll have a good amount of those coming through. And we'll want that as well. Cannot put anything more into you, I can. Nice. Rebar. I'll just get rid of, to be honest. I should have added it here. It's fine though. Just to be on the safe side. The gun can go in. So can the Mesosphere. Okay. Good. Amazing. Amazing stuff. So let's try to go back and see what we can do with these. I think I want to get some upgrades to the dimensional storage. But I also think that I don't have enough for a lot of those. I think we're also scanning a hard drive at the moment, right? Yeah. Yeah, they'll need a lot of them. Okay. So it'll be a while. That's fine. What do we do in the meantime? I think I want to set up more steel and more iron. And maybe even more oil for complicated parts. I do wonder, have I unlocked any of the space elevator parts yet? If anything, it would be in here, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, so I'll kind of want something to be able to focus more directly on making these complicated parts instead of from storage. Okay, but let's turn one of you guys into motors. We can easily do it with this one. Okay. Let us take stators from here. Splitter. Cannot tell where it would be lined up. But I could if I built a conveyor lift. Okay. So, like here, probably. Yes. And then we have to redo the lift. Like so. Good. And then we'll turn you on. We won't turn you on because you don't have the right recipe. Motors here. Good. And then we need to build a box. Organization. I understand that this is messy. It's fine though. Good. So now we should have motors coming through. The smart plating I kind of want to get rid of. I wonder how many coupons we got made also. 46. Nice. Smart plating does a lot also. Okay. What else could we do? We could go back and check on the SAM. It's a lot of back and forth. That's how it is sometimes. Nice. Let's get some of our Mercospheres out. Or all of them. It would be nice if the hover pack had some kind of power storage. Okay. Good. So what is this hard drive? Diluted packaged fuel. Okay. And recycled rubber. Turbo heavy fuel. I'm curious, we could likely make significantly more turbo fuel from this. But at least I know that the regular is 18.75. But we have already set up our big massive factory with all of this, so we won't change it at this point. And I think it'll be fine either way. Okay, alien technology. Let's get both of these upgrades at least. Yeah. Yes, I could imagine so.
Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Grow shift the body core flow cycle song of the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful.
Yeah, I could imagine so. Okay. Let's also get +1 stack size at least. Nice.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
I cannot even select this conveyor belt. I don't know how. It's quite slow. Yeah, and it can no longer keep up with the upload speed. That's what I was worrying about. So, what we can do also to save some space is to put it on top. Like so. And then we can just do a simple lift from here to here. Then it's taking up less space. Yeah. They're probably also cheaper for me at this point, right? To make. Yeah, I have a full box of beams. Nice. There we go. And I think we'll want to do that with most things. I'm thinking how I do that though. I think in the future I want all of these boxes to just be connected. Yes, but actually they are, but when I was building the highway to the oil, I actually used a full box of steel beams because I'm using the Mark III belt in the blueprint. So I actually ran out of them, surprisingly. But yes, indeed. They are usually abundant. Yeah. So it was very expensive for me to do. You are slooped, but I'm not using, or I am using you still. Let's turn you off. Okay, that's 2-hour mark. I'm not Meow, so I won't finish for today, but it's good to know. That's the upside to vehicles over belts. Hadn't thought of that until now. Yeah, exactly. It is significantly cheaper to run vehicles than belts. Let's see. Yeah, we still have a bunch left. Good. You could consider mining more SAM, but I don't worry too much. I wonder, is there gonna be a machine in the future that can take things out of the dimensional storage automatically? Probably not, right? Yeah, exactly. It will likely be very expensive on fuel, and then also you have limited storage sizes, right? So if the trip is significantly long, then I don't know if by the time that it has arrived that there will be more for it to pick up, right? Yeah, I thought so. Would have been amazing though. Okay, good. Why do you guys keep walking in the ground? You're not diglets. Let's see. Now we can add motor also. And all of these random things will be good. I kind of want to upgrade it fully for completeness sake.
Dimensional upload speed increased.
And I
Every
actually
particle
can.
now has encoded potential reconstruction memory for when any part using that particle is recalled, enabling instancing on the fundamental particle level.
You group shifted the body chord flow cycle song of the sixth layer. Harmonious. Your cycle songs will only deepen the layers.
I'm always working on myself. The time will come.
Yeah, I just really want to just fully upgrade it. Oh, this is so much faster now. Nice. And we'll just continue to add. So let's do some things here. I want to add these two to the to-do list so that I know how many Mercer-spheres I can use up. And then we'll just dimensional depot all of this until we cannot place more. We're now out of modular frames, but we have a big box of them. Okay, and that's all that we can build for now. For sure there is a mod for it. Okay. Oh. Why does it change like that? Okay. Good. Nice. Amazing stuff. So now we have a lot of automated storage for these. We can also get rid of some of this clutter. I don't know what I removed there. Hopefully nothing important. Okay, it's fine like that. Oh, and we see all of these going up now automatically. Nice. No space left already. That's what we like to see. Oh, I don't want to add those. The wire will go in automatically either way. Amazing stuff. You're already full. Oh, the depot, that is. And motors, we should have a good amount of. Interesting, there is. I cannot go in here because of the collision box. Okay. Let's see. A good amount of motors. Nice. We also have some on the build, so they're going straight into this manufacturer. Yeah, so we have quite a few from this one also. But let's dismantle these. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's just do it the safe way. Oh, cleaning up the base also feels nice. It's been a massive mess for a while. It will continue to be a mess for a while, but at least not as big of a mess. Okay, good. So that is handled. We're kind of close to having a full box of these power shards. So let's fill up the box if we can with them. Adaptive control unit. How expensive are you? Not particularly expensive. Oh, yeah, you gave me 2 coupons. Nice. Smart plating can go. Automated wiring can also go in, along with the modular engines and versatile framework. Oh, 50. How far will it go? 52? It's still going up. Oh, maybe that's from the polymer resin. Okay. Oh, we still have some parts for the space elevator. Okay, good. Also, something nice to do at some point is, now that we have the smart splitters, to do overflow handling, going into the sink automatically. I wonder how much turbo fuel we have. Oh yes, nice. That is what I like to see. Okay, let's go and grab SAM fluctuators again. Hopefully it should be enough for both of these upgrades. Oh yeah, it is. Nice. Oh, I just want to check how many parts we have left. Okay, we still have a good amount. We've gone through half the box of those, but that's fine. So let's also add the alien power augmenter to our grid. DD. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't have the mesospheres for it. But yeah, I could probably take it from one of these. Boxes. I think it does make sense because it's a bit out of the way, but at the same time not. I'll be using them all right here, right now. I want to do all of the depot upgrades for completeness sake. So, yes, I will be using them all.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand, seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Yeah, okay. And then final upgrade. I really don't care so much about the spawn. It can stay. I am doing that instead. It feels better to me than spending them on dimensional depots, even though it's probably not ideal.
Dimensional expansion finalized to 500%. Despite further efforts, parts could not be broken down further than their elementary particles, nor could the storage become more dense without the particles spontaneously reacting with one another and losing their deconfined state. Yet somehow more matter can now be stored in the same dimension.
We sang our growth song because we like your shallow efforts. Up and down are a shallow illusion, up and down disappear in the deep.
That is very thoughtful, I think. I appreciate the attempts at sharing scientific knowledge, however perhaps we should wait until we have a more optimal way of exchanging data.
Okay, sure. We're full on motors, that's nice. Okay, then alien power augmenter. It's a huge beast. And where to even put it? I kind of want to move the space elevator in the future. It has an input. Maybe just here on the corner. Sure. Okay. Not connected. Nice. That's very cool. Not what I wanted. Good. Nice. There is something with our capacity now. Oh! Okay. Oh! Wow. Send me into ragdoll mode. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so something is bad about our capacity now. I didn't expect that. What could that be? We'll have to find out. It's not particularly nice to be in that spot. Of capacity fluctuating so much. But I must have done something wrong with the math. So we will have to go and check. Hopefully something easy to fix. What I have wondered about is that the production rate. So maybe that's the problem, or the generator rates. But then we should have seen that a lot earlier, I think. So I don't really have a good idea as to what it could be. So some of you guys should be turning yellow sometimes. Yeah, I see a yellow light here, for example. They're consuming more than you can take. I mean, that's what I would expect. So there's not enough fuel. And why wouldn't there be enough fuel? So you're making 40 per minute of fuel. And I'm pretty sure we have 9 of you. So let's just count to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of you turned yellow. Okay. So the problem might not even be here. Is it the valves that are causing issues? Maybe. I mean, I can try to remove them. I don't think they're particularly necessary anyway. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. So I'm pretty sure we have 2 refineries. 360 plus 180. 360 plus 180 is 540. Okay. And then we're taking 60 times 9. 60 times 9. That is 540. Valves aren't very good or accurate because they use floating point maths or something. Yeah. Well, maybe they're removed now, so maybe we'll see if that helps. What I kind of want to do is overclock for a little bit here to fill up the pipes again, and then go back to 150 on them both. these are also backed up, but that's fine because we have a full box of plastic back at base and also a full box of rubber at this point. Okay? So yeah, we're just making coupons passively over time. That's fine. That's to be expected. Okay. Good. So they should be full soon enough, these pipes. Let's check the... All of you are staying green right now, it looks like. That's a good sign. I'm seeing only green. Oh, there is one yellow here. But maybe it'll take a bit of time for these to adjust, so let's check for yellow lights here. These should not turn yellow again at this point. I'm pretty certain. We should have more than enough oil going in. So what about you guys? This one looks a bit yellow to me, but it is green. Okay. I'm not seeing anything switching to yellow now, which is a good sign. Okay. We've looked at it for a while now. The whole screen is kind of flickering. I don't know if it's only on my side, but it's not very nice. Okay, then let's have a look at these lights. It would have been nice if they were like further up into the air. Okay. This one has stopped working. Now it started again. This one has stopped working also. It might just take a bit of time for it to adjust. There's a chance of that. What I can do also is underclock for a little while, or just turn them off to fill up the pipes again. So we'll try doing that. It's so loud in here. It's a little overwhelming. Okay, good. So let's have the pipes of turbo fuel fill up also. You are still working. Okay, I don't know why you were animated because you were turned off. Okay. Even you are yellow. Oh, but that's... yes, you're one of them that I turned off. Okay, good. So, this will likely be the last little thing that we do of this stream, just so you know. But, yeah. Trying to fix this. Making it flatline. Still need to catch up on this, clearly. They can hold a lot of liquid then, these pipes. It should be more than enough head lift, so this shouldn't create the problem. It's also showing the flow rate. Oh yeah, right. The pipes were intentionally very close to the capacity of the pipes, so that's probably why it's taking a while to move through. That makes sense. Okay. But the pipes are filling up at this point. Okay. Let's check here. So they're still not full. You're filling up slowly and also being drained because you're probably going into internal storage of these guys. Or just flowing further generally. Reduce the overall pipe capacity if you rebuild the pipes that go into the junctions halfway. Okay. Yes. I see. Yeah, I just don't know where I would do that. But yes. We at least have a nice flat line now. It's also nice that we can see this. It's powering half of my factory alone, which is crazy. A little less than half, but still. So, yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit to fill up, I think. That's it. All things final, no refunds or exchanges. We're gonna get up to 53 tickets soon. You can see the longer pipes if you aim at them. You see the white outline going to the middle of the junction. Yeah, so I could place a junction, for example, anywhere, right? Under pipes. But the length of the pipe shouldn't be the problem, no? It's simply just that there wasn't enough turbo fuel being made. See, this pipe is kind of getting full, but I guess it's flowing back and forth a little bit because I'm certain these machines are full at this point. They just fill quicker because you reduce the pipe's volume by around 3 cubic meters when you replace it. Yeah. But as long as the math is correct, that shouldn't make machines turn on and off all the time, right? Okay. Well, it looks like we're kind of full everywhere. So what we'll do is go back down. The problem is we cannot know if the changes that we make will have helped. But we'll just see. Okay, good. You are now back to normal. They work more efficiently once they're full. Before then the flow rate fluctuates more. Yeah. There definitely isn't an issue here, right? No. I can't imagine so. I'm pretty certain we're creating a lot more compacted coal than we need. Okay. Let us go and... Well, I want to check. So fuel is still not filled up. Probably because they're still working on this. Yeah. So the turbo fuel is still getting extracted at this point. Well, it's really nice either way. We'll just have to deal with this issue. It's so huge, the space, but I like it a lot. A lot of machines. Quite compact except for the fuel generators and this big open space. I don't like that much, but still. It's good. So I think we will keep these fully overclocked then, because it's still not fully backed up like we want it to be. I just hope that it was those valves that created the issue. But I really don't know. You have a almost full inventory of sulfur. Oh. I got run over, I guess. Yeah, I could test the gun a little. I know that there are... Oh. Well, these I cannot do anything about. This one I can. Oh, I see. It gets faster and faster the longer that you hold it down. Oh god, okay. But the spread gets crazy. How good is my aim? I'm going skeet shooting now. Let's try to shoot these. It's good training for the aim. Nice. Okay, we could also dismantle these things. Finally, we have some inventory space and dimensional space also. These are just stacked up on each other. There's so many remains. Nice. There we go. That's nice and clean. And we can also do that for the other one nearby. But it's spending a lot of ammo very quickly. Oh, indeed, biofuel for the jetpack. Is the liquid biofuel good for the jetpack generally? Okay, good. We can add these remains. Rotors probably, yes. Some of these items also. Lasts ages. Great for distance. You just hit the speed if you just kill your speed if you try to change direction. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, because turbo fuel sure gets you high, but it lasts like around the same amount of time as packaged fuel, I think. Okay, so these are turning yellow. That's fine. That's kind of what we expect. That's not a bad sign. Tapping the jump key. Yes. Nice. That's good. So I do wonder if all of these will ever fill up completely. Maybe liquid just works significantly different compared to like items. Okay. I think that's kind of all that we can add from the inventory. Nice. Yeah. Okay. I think at this point, this one is starting to fill up a bit now, maybe. So is this one. Okay, so they can still get backed up, I think, which is good. It will just take some time. Yeah, I mean, I haven't treated liquids and items significantly different in terms of this. What I do wonder is, did I do some bad math? So we have 7 here and then plus 8. Those are all going to turbo fuel, for turbo fuel. That's 16. Or 15. So the math should be correct in that case. And we have 15 fuel generators also. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1. That's 15 also. So All of that is correct because they're each creating 18.75 and these at maximum overclock is consuming 18.75. So that to me seems correct, at the very least. Yeah. It will just take a long time, this. Well, but they should be full at this point because because a lot of them are turned off now, right? For example, this one. So they should be. They seem to be. We're working fast towards the new coupons, that's very nice. I'm looking forward to setting up automatic syncing also of everything. That will be so cool. That should also help us create an even graph on the consumption side, which is nice. But yeah, I think I will just finish here for today. It was a very good stream, and then next time we will continue here. I might keep the game running a bit because I'm kind of just waiting at the moment. So, but significant progress today. So all of this is new from today. All of the fuel generators. We did something underneath here also. We made a rifle, which is nice. And yeah, did also made some SAM fluctuators, made use of more of our mesospheres and dimensional storage and all of that stuff. It's good stuff indeed. So yeah, thank you for everyone who came in. We will have to find a good raid target now. I know, Rob, you particularly like raiding, so I think that's what we'll be doing. Thank you, Garden Elf, also for coming in and saying a few things in the beginning. I appreciate it, and it's nice to know that you're still here, even if I haven't seen you in the previous streams chatting. And for anyone else who was also in here, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's find a good streamer to raid. I liked the last one that we raided for Satisfactory. That was nice. It can be very difficult because I'm not listening to the people also. I raided someone yesterday who just immediately turned off the stream. Which was funny, and they didn't have a microphone or anything. But yeah, that just happens sometimes. But I do like the idea of picking people with fewer viewers, at least, because that's where it matters the most. Getting back into Satisfactory. This person has been streaming for 3.5 hours, but they look to still be continuing. Wait, does it say rerun on it? Oh, now it went away. Oh god. There are a lot of people who are French and German today. Let us see. So I clicked into one and then like it reset where it was, so now I cannot find them again. Okay, what about this person? Let's see. Do they have a mic? Let me just see if they do. Because it's also a bit sad when you go in and raid someone who doesn't have a mic. And they're not responding to my chat message. Okay. Well, we will just give it a try and see. I'm not hearing much at the moment. I will quickly check their channel just to make sure. I play, you watch. Yeah, I'm not hearing them say anything, so yes, you too, Rob, you too. It's so difficult to find someone to raid. Factory must grow. Okay, this one. Sure, let's go for that one. That sounds good.
It would have been weird, kinda.
Yes. They're playing with friends also. That's nice. So, let's see. Oh. Okay. Good. Let's try it out.
Wish I need another iron rod. I'm gonna actually cry.
Have you ever
I
done
keep needing
blueprints in
things.
this game?
No, Ned didn't get that far.
Okay. Koala